Welcome to Movie Flakes, everyone. Watch this video to learn more about 5 Days at Memorial, Season 1, Episode 5. One word that will define the entire magnificent chapter of 5 Days at Memorial's 5th episode is desperate. The hospital is in a dire state. There is a severe shortage of food and liquids. Outside, there is anguish. Additionally, those working on the rescue effort are in serious need of time. The rescue effort has ceased because there are no boats or helicopters available. Susan is furious as the staff debates whether or not to treat their animals humanely. Susan adds that those patients who are not candidates for rescue should also receive the humane thing. Susan is keen to point out that this is a genuine case of ending lives to alleviate misery rather than just keeping these people safe. Life Care loses more patients as Memorial debates this. Susan tells Diane that they are doing everything they can to help and that they won't be leaving anyone behind. When Mark appears outside the hospital, everyone inside is ecstatic because they think help has arrived. Mark hurries through the hospital, dodging the crowd as he searches for his mother. He carries her all the way across to the boat outside because he is startled that there isn't an IV. Mark takes her mother and several other patients, but the cowardly security guard Charles escapes Memorial Hospital by jumping on the boat. Once more, helicopters land, and Diane makes the decision to take her patients to the helipad, rejecting Susan's suggestion. At the same time, medications are given out by the pharmacy for people to put their dogs to sleep in a humane manner. The problem is that all of this is related to the patient's problems in the first place. More people are suffering and dying, which makes Anna and Susan's moral compass unstable. When rescue boats do arrive, it is greeted with a mixture of joy and complete despondency. The Coast Guard says it's far too risky to do these runs at night, giving them only 5 hours to get people out. Of course, there are shooters and looters out there, as we have heard from prior episodes. Susan estimates that it will take 24 hours to get everyone out, so it is a pretty tight timeline. Susan resolves to do her best while vowing to leave no living patient behind. Dr. Cook is spoken to by Anna, but Bryant King has also heard of their humane method of alleviating patients' suffering. The boats arrive to the hospital in large numbers as he mulls over what this means. Susan bids her mother farewell before letting her go and staying behind. Additionally, helicopters arrive as the evacuation proceeds from 2 directions. Susan advises Horace to board the following boat, saying there is nothing further they can do for the patients there. She gives him a firm hug as she departs. All across the hospital, there is utter grief. Family members are separated from their loved ones who can't be transported, and Bryant stands back and watches as Anna starts injecting people. The Life Care staff learns of this, and they struggle with whether or not doing this is the right thing. There are some who have resigned themselves to this awful fate, believing the situation to be hopeless. For others, like Karen Wynn, they refuse to accept this lying down and do their best to move as many patients out as they can. The doctors work together and save one, a sliver of optimism in a gloomy sea of suffering. Unfortunately, the Coast Guard departs as 5 o'clock approaches.
Let's go. Anybody left? Be on their own.
Memorial Hospital is like a spooky, quiet clock, a clock that is ticking down to death. And when they enter a room, we see a point-of-view shot of someone moving around the hospital. Then everything becomes dark. What a heartfelt scene. The heroic rescue efforts of these courageous nurses and physicians, who are currently essentially staring down the barrel of a pistol, are difficult to watch without becoming choked up. It's challenging to comprehend just how difficult this decision must be, especially when it involves the patients they have all been caring for and are powerless to assist. It must be painful for everyone involved, with the final 10 minutes or so juxtaposing the 2 extreme cases of emotion in the event of unfathomable odds. Episode 5 does a superb job of capturing that battle. Some people take this head-on and fight back, trying desperately to cling to something uplifting. Others, like Diane, have all but given up because they perceive the situation as hopeless and depressing. 5 Days at Memorial is another very fantastic movie that Apple TV has been putting out this year. The story has been told with care and has a great pace, and there is a great deal of characterization. We might be in for one of the best Apple productions this year if the remainder of the season continues on this path. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.